Your Excellency, Anna Maria Vosch Salazar, Ambassador of Hungary. Your Excellency, Vít Koziak, Ambassador of the Slovak Republic. Your Excellency, Božek Lízec, Ambassador of the Czech Republic. Mrs. Anne Flanagan-Whelan, Executive Director for Europe Bilateral and EU Institution at Global Affairs Canada. Distinguished guests, friends of Poland, members of the Polish community in Ottawa and beyond, ladies and gentlemen, mesdames et messieurs, szanowni państwo, good evening and welcome to the Polish Presidency in the Visegrad Group piano recital by Katarzyna Musiał. Bienvenue au récital des pianos de Katarzyna Musiał, organisé à l'occasion de la présidence polonaise annuelle du groupe de Visegrad. My name is Karolina Wilman-Duralska, and it's my great pleasure to be your Master of Ceremony this evening. Mesdames et Messieurs, veuillez accueillir l'ambassadeur de la République de Pologne au Canada, Monsieur Andrzej Kurnicki. La parole est à vous.
Dear ambassadors, distinguished member of the Polish, Slovakian, Hungarian and Czech community in Canada, dear Canadian friends, ladies and gentlemen, mesdames et messieurs, szanowni państwo. It is a great privilege and honor for me to welcome all of you to the special piano concerts at the Polish Embassy dedicated to all people in Canada. Today, as Ambassador of the Republic of Poland, I have the great opportunity to represent all V4 countries during the Polish Presidency of the Visegrad Group for 2020-2021. This event in our embassy should inspire all Canadians, and I hope will bring positive reflection and inspiration driven from the great composer from our distinguished countries. The Visegrad Group, the Visegrad Four, or V4 as they call, is a cultural and political alliance of 4 countries of Central Europe, all of which are members of EU and NATO. The last time during our V4 meeting at the Polish Embassy in Ottawa just a few weeks ago, we have tremendous discussion having to do with the diplomacy, trade and joint cooperation here in Canada in the field of culture, trade, investment and lots of other things. V4 meeting in March 2020 in Global Affairs of Canada with all 4 ambassadors and political directors from each respected countries and Canadian official was very good, and I shall say that this is a good indicator to continue not only our dialogue but also to find common ground to benefit for all of us, for V4 country and for Canada as well. V4 advanced a cooperation, political and diplomatic dimension as well as military, cultural, economic, research and energy matters, with the clear objective to enhance the process of better and more effective integration to our region, the whole European country, as well as Canada. The group traced its original to the summit meetings of leaders from Czech Republic, Hungary and Poland held in the Hungarian castle town of Visegrad on February 15, 1991. Visegrad was chosen as the location for the 1991 meetings as the intentional historical context to the medieval Congress of the Visegrad in 1335 between John I of Bohemia, Charles I of Hungary and the King Casimir the Great of Poland. The Visegrad Cooperation is the regional organization of the Czech Republic, Poland, Slovakia and Hungary, based on the tradition of important relations between the members in several fields of diplomacy. The cooperation was extended also to the cultural dimension. Czech, Hungary, Poland and Slovakia has always been part of single civilization, sharing culture, music, intellectual values and common roots in diverse religion traditions, which they wish to preserve, protect, if necessary also to defend. The V4 was not created as an alternative to all European integration efforts, nor does it try to compete with the existing functional Central European structure. Its activities are in no way aimed at isolation or to weakening of ties with the other countries in Europe or NATO. On the contrary, the group aims to encourage optimum cooperation with all countries, particularly its neighbors. Just a few weeks ago, the president of the Visegrad Group, including the Czech Republic, Hungary and Poland and Slovakia, called on Belarusian government to avoid violence against the protester and open the way for the political solutions to the ongoing crisis. We also welcome very strong voice related to the situation in Belarus from Canada, expressed by the Honorable Justin Trudeau and the Minister of the Foreign Affairs, Mr. Philippe Champagne. The Visegrad Group wishes to contribute towards the building the European security architecture based on effective, functionally complementary and mutually reinforcing cooperation and coordination within existing European and transatlantic institutions, mainly EU and NATO. In order to preserve and promote cultural cohesiveness, cooperation within the Visegrad Group will enhance the importance of values in the field of culture, education, science, like artificial intelligence, and exchange of information that is important to make sound and based on data decisions that influence our life, freedom, and religious beliefs. In conclusion, the meaning of the Visegrad Group is based mostly on the cooperation, common destiny of our nations. There were parts of different states in the past, but today they live side by side as a sovereign democratic states whose security is guaranteed by the European Atlantic community. It is important to stress that our prosperity and wealth is built mainly on EU trade, cooperation and investment. The formation of the Visegrad Group contributes to the enhanced stability in Central Europe, thanks also to Canadian troops being right now deployed to Latvia, and its deepened cooperation among Central European states in areas such as education, culture, science, environment, fights against organized crime, regional development, civil society development, transport, and etc. The Visegrad Group is a solid group of like-minded Central European countries built on confidence structure of regional cooperation in EU and in NATO. Canada was the foundation of the natural structure as well as economic relation between Europe and Canada. The V4 group activity proved to be a very effective instrument to reach our V4 policy objective, at the same time to make big contributions to European and transatlantic peace as a security. As I mentioned also, Canada is the main contributor to our security and our prosperity. In addition, it creates the environment in which the partners trust each other and which positively influence relations with direct neighbors of EU and Western Balkans, or with the states participating in the Eastern Partnership. Common interests of the Central European articulated by the V4 countries is not the pure cliché. They are very real, and Poland, Czech Republic, Slovakia and Hungary are fully aware of that. We really appreciate a strong and very thoughtful and mindful cooperation with Canada. Thank you very much for your attention.
Ladies and gentlemen, now I would like to invite you to the piano recital performed by Mrs. Katarzyna Musiał, an excellent Polish-Canadian pianist. Mrs. Katarzyna Musiał holds a master's degree from the Academy of Music in Krakow under Professor Stefan Wojtas, an artist diploma from the Vancouver Academy of Music under Professor Lee Kum-sing, and a diploma in advanced music performance studies from Montreal's Concordia University under Professor Anna Spielberg and Philip Cohen. Recent highlights include performances in, among others, Canada, the United States of America, Europe and China. Mrs. Musiał is a prize winner at the Braccio and Bueno International Piano Competition, the Krzysztof Penderecki International Competition of Contemporary Chamber Music, the K-MIG competition, as well as a recipient of the Alban Berg Prize for Outstanding Merit and the Philip Cohen Award for Outstanding Performance and Musicianship. Mrs. Musiał is also founder and artistic director of the Stella Musica Festival, which aims to promote women in music. The festival will celebrate its 6th edition in 2021. Mrs. Musiał is going to perform for us works by composers from V4 countries: Vítězslava Kaprálová, Czechia; Franz Liszt from Hungary; Machajdík from Slovakia; and Fryderyk Chopin from Poland. Cette année, nous célébrons le 210e anniversaire de la naissance de l'un des plus grands compositeurs et pianistes polonais de tout temps, Fryderyk Chopin. Madame Musiał commencera son récital en interprétant les œuvres de Chopin. Mrs. Musiał will begin with 2 pieces by Fryderyk Chopin. Waltz in A minor, opus posthumous, Nocturne in C sharp minor, opus 27, number 1. Ladies and gentlemen, Mrs. Katarzyna Musiał.
gentlemen, it's my great pleasure to be here with you tonight in Ottawa, in Polish Embassy. The next composer I would like to present today is Vítězslava Kaprálová. She was a Czech composer. Unfortunately, her life was cut short. She died similarly to Chopin of tuberculosis, but even though she lived only for 25 years, she composed great pieces. This Dubnová preludia, April preludes I will play today, are one of her most popular piano pieces, but she also composed symphonic works as well as piano concerto. In appreciation of her distinctive contribution, the foremost academic institution in the country, the Czech Academy of Sciences and the Arts, awarded Kaprálová membership in memoriam. And it's very special because by 1948, only 10 women were honored out of 648 members. Interestingly enough, since 1998, her legacy has been promoted by the Kaprálová Society in Toronto, Canada. And it's also very dear to me to play a female composer because I started a festival in Montreal supporting women in music, Festival Stella Musica, and we will celebrate 6th edition in 2021. The next composer, Franz Liszt, was a Hungarian composer, virtuoso pianist, conductor, teacher, and most importantly for us, he was also a friend of Fryderyk Chopin. And he arranged some Polish songs for voice and piano, but I will play only on the piano. So the first song is Merrymaking, Hulanka, very joyful. Second, Spring, Wiosna, more romantic. And I would like to finish this sequence with Gnommen Reigen, a concert etude, and Liszt left behind an extensive body of works, but definitely piano was his main instrument. like to introduce a Slovak composer, Machajdík, and his 4 impressions. He wrote them in 2011. He was born in Bratislava in 1961. I had the pleasure of speaking with him this weekend, and I learned that his music often asks questions about the society in which we live. And also, very often, he finds inspiration in nature, and his music is marked by a sensitivity to instrumental color and texture. He loved to use pedal, and in his music, science is as important as the sound. So, first time in Ottawa, I would like to play the first impression on the sun dividing in the grass, second one on the night sky throwing down the stars, and the last one, light white color. come to Chopin, to our national treasure. And to me, it's also very special because I left Poland some time ago, and his music is like going home for me. And my favorite quote by Chopin is, "I speak to my piano the things I used to speak to you."
zakładamy maseczki, to chyba nie po to, żeby jeden drugiego nie rozpoznał, ale żebyśmy mieli jakiś... Ogromnie dziękuję. Cieszę się, że Pani chciała poświęcić nam swój czas i talent w takim wyjątkowym jednak, ja powiedział, dniu dla nas, bo ta Grupa Wyszehradzka odgrywa ważną rolę dla nas, ja bym powiedział, nie tylko politycznie czy ekonomicznie, ale to jest też i te właśnie rzeczy, sprawy związane z kulturą, z historią, z muzyką. No i ogromnie cieszę się, że Pani wybrała te utwory akurat, które reprezentują to muzyczne osiągnięcia z każdego z tych krajów. I z Czech, i z Węgier, i ze Słowacji. Z tej Słowacji to rozumiem, że jest żyjący,
tak.
A to pięknie, to tym lepiej jeszcze, tak. Takie fantastyczne melodie, tak, pięknie. No to ogromnie cieszę się, że chciała Pani, że tak powiem, trochę nam przybliżyć jeszcze bardziej muzykę tych wszystkich 4 krajów. No i mam nadzieję, że ci, którzy byli po tamtej stronie tego ekranu, no, żałujemy, że nie akurat w tym miejscu w ambasadzie, jak zawsześmy to odbywali, ale miejmy nadzieję, że wrażenia również były sympatyczne, tak jak tutaj myśmy byli bezpośrednio z Panem. Jeszcze raz dziękuję uprzejmie.
Dziękuję.
Fantastyczny koncert. Przepiękny, przepiękny. Jeszcze raz gratuluję. Proszę.
Dziękuję.
Ladies and gentlemen, that concludes our evening. Thank you for your virtual participation. We would like to wish you all a wonderful evening. Merci et bonne soirée. Dziękujemy bardzo, że byliście Państwo z nami. Dobranoc.
Dobranoc.